this is going to be an awful video quality for the people in YouTube, but this is all I got. It's Wednesday at 1:49 a.m. I've been incredibly crazy busy, lots of stuff going on, but anyway, the main reason I want to make this video is because I committed that regardless what happens, I am going to be posting one video a day, even though this video will not be posted until Thursday. Friday, Friday, Thursday. I don't know. Thursday, I believe. I still want to post. I still want to post it. So a few minutes ago, I contacted my carpet guy, who will be finishing one of the rentals homes on a Thursday. I already have the tenant. He already signed. They already signed the lease. We're gonna go Section 8, 125th, which is the other home, also is ready to go. I started as a loan officer, so I am doing my continuous education to get my license. My license is back, so life is good. Now, the reason I wanted the video that I wanted to make today was about how tough it can get when you start a business. You see, how can I say this? A lot of people look at a real estate investor, this suave person that has tons of rentals and makes tons of money every month. That you don't have to work for a living anymore. You don't have to go work for a full-time job anymore because life is great. But what they don't see is what happens when a rehab costs too much. What happens when you spend way too much money that you had allocated to rehab that home? What happens when the permits don't go through and you have to wait for the city because it's COVID time and there's nothing you can do? I mean, just literally has the home has to sit there consuming power, gas, water while you're trying to finish the project. I guess what I'm trying to say is any business that you start, it's incredibly difficult. I don't know if that's your case. If you're watching this and you have your own business and you're going through struggles, please let me know. Can you put it in the comment section? I really would like to know more about your specific situation. The main reason I'm making this video is so that you realize that you're not alone, that you have friends that have gone through what you're going through. And the reality is that there's not too many people that understand those things. One of the first businesses I have, I was how old I was. I was 8, 9, I believe. Do you guys remember the Atari, the Nintendo, the first Nintendo? That the Mario Bros. And Tetris. Me and my friends. So I got a Nintendo for Christmas. I got an Atari and a Super Nintendo. That's what it was. It was a Super Nintendo for Christmas. And one of my friends, he had this big, huge home. At least that's the memories, right, that you create as a child. And we thought, wait, hold on. What we're going to do is in your garage, we're going to bring my Super Nintendo. I'm gonna bring the TV from home. We're gonna bring your TVs. My friend, I also have the Atari, and I have the Nintendo. We're gonna bring all the games. We're gonna open the garage, and we're gonna let kids come inside, and we had a little like paper where we would write down the name and the time. So if you wanted to play 1 hour, then okay, it's $5, for example. So we would become like an arcade, whatever you call it, arcade, and people would come in and play, and it was fun at the beginning because we had how many kids we had at the beginning. I think we had like 5, 10 kids, but on Friday nights and on Saturdays, oh my goodness, there was literally a line of kids waiting outside the garage to be able to come in. So when we would open the garage, people would start already like storming inside, picking up their chair, picking up the video console to be able to start playing. That was probably the first time that I realized, wow, this is not that fun. Like I have to be here all freaking day. And they keep asking, like, when are you guys going to open? I remember that we opened early that day on a Saturday. We opened like around 10. Anyway, then that was the first time that we came to the realization that we have to pay for power, for electricity, because the TV was consuming a lot of power. So we set some money aside to be able to pay those expenses. I'm gonna say during one weekend we made, um, I mean, it was a while ago, but I'm gonna say that we made around like $500. And you can understand this was, I don't know, this was a couple decades ago, even more than that. Yeah, more than that. 2 decades and a half. And when we collected all the money and we put money aside for my friend so he can pay the electricity bill and a little bit money for her parents, for his parents, and then a little money for him, his paycheck, my paycheck, and my friend paycheck. So we were like three partners. We split the money between three people, right? That was the first time I got paid ever, and I thought it was. I still remember it was like around 7:30 at night. There was a little tiny, little uh, car in the street right next to this park, because my friend's home was across the street, right in front of this park. So there was this little car that they will sell hamburgers, and yeah, hamburgers. That's all it was. Believe it or not, you might not believe me here, but I think that was the first time I tried my first hamburger. And they sell ice cream too. So anyway, I crossed the street. I went to the guy in his little cart and I asked him, "Hey, I would like to have, please, may I have a hamburger and an ice cream?" There was a little tiny little ice creams like this size, that you eat with a tiny little spoon. And the guy said, like, okay, it's gonna be $10. So I remember grabbing like $100 bill and giving the $100 bill to him. Be like, there we go, because I didn't have any change. I don't know why they freaking jerks and my friends, they just gave me high bills. That was the first time that I purchased something with the money of my own work, and it felt so good. That was probably the best hamburger I've eaten my whole life, and the best ice cream. Oh, the ice cream was absolutely incredible. A few weeks later, when we opened the garage for kids to come in, there was like a big fight. People were arguing. They were throwing chairs. I think like a TV broke. I don't remember. It was so long ago. So that was the end of our business venture. So we all split our profits, and that was the end of that. Like those kind of businesses, I've had several. What I mean several is like so many that I cannot even count them. That many. And what I've learned from it was that there is never really a failure. Like, you don't fail in life, you only learn. However, if you are not willing to learn from your business mistakes, then you have failed, which is kind of like a contradiction, I guess. So, if you have your business and you're struggling, I would, instead of focusing on the things that you did wrong in the past and the things that you could have done better, I would focus on finding the, the courage that it takes to do the things in the right way, to flip things around, to, you know, get things in gear and get the business going. That's at the end all you can do. I mean, you cannot really fix the past, you can only fix the future. You can fix the present, to be more specific, which that changes the future. I read in a book. Oh wait, a couple things. So first of all, I was reading the tipping point. I was reading this new book, and in the book it said something very interesting. My mentor actually told me this, but the book kind of opened up my mind. The book said, "How many friends do you have?" And of course, I'm not gonna go over. You need to meet a lot of people. The more people you know, the more network and that kind of stuff. But the book gave an example of someone who he knew a lot of people. Now, what the book is describing is that you don't necessarily have to have this huge connection with everybody you know. As a matter of a fact, when you have a lot of acquaintances, those acquaintances are the main reason of your success. If you think about it, your best friends, your best buddies, those are people that you actually hang out with. You know everything about their lives, they know everything about your life. So there's nothing really new for you to try, to learn, to venture. However, your acquaintances, you don't hang out with them normally. You don't know their life. You don't know what they do. So the better people you hang out with, you know, the sentence people say, well, you know, um, the better how can I say this? If you hang out with successful people, you will be successful. I'm gonna add something to that. If you if you hang out with people and you're honest, you're nice to them, you truly care about them, you truly care about their life, even if you don't become best friends, you will find opportunities where you don't see any, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but anyway, so that's what I learned from the book. So get out there, find opportunity, meet new people, meet more people, and talk to them. You don't have to become best friends, but you just gotta meet them. You just gotta talk to them. You just gotta find opportunity anywhere, everywhere. I hope this helps. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night. See ya. Bye.